sausage and things.
No, that's not my answer.
Two sausage and things.
Welcome back to another episode of the wedding prep series. We're in week 2. I got a funny feeling these next 27 weeks are going to absolutely fly, but it's nice and early in the morning, which is why I'm talking a little bit quieter. It's currently like 5:15 and I'm about to head to the gym. It is Wednesday morning, so I'm still getting back into the swing of actually vlogging properly, especially when my days are busier. So Mondays are crazy. Tuesday was quite busy yesterday, and today is also a busy day, but I knew I had to get the camera out, so I'm just prepping some breakfast and snacks to take into the gym with me. Because I've got a busy day. I'm at the gym working myself until 6 perhaps 10, and then after that after my 10 shift I've got a little bit of running around, then I've got to be back at the gym for like 11:30 to do the 11:30 till a 1:30 shift because one of my staff are off. So I need to take food with me, I need to take some snacks because I'm going to be in the gym most of the day. And then back there again in the evening from 4 o'clock, so till like 7 maybe. So days are always pretty long. I've always got a lot to do, just kind of standard at the moment. But I've got a much better process of getting things done and fitting everything in. So prepping my breakfast, I'm going to pick up some lunch out today while I run into town because I just didn't have time to prep last night. And then my evening meal will be fine when I get home. I can sort all of that. So Lotus Biscoff bagel for some carbs is always a must. And then yogurt and meringue with some fruit for breakfast. I'll pick up some food when I'm out. For lunch, I'll probably have to get myself a meal deal. Just go for the highest protein option that I can get. And then my evening meal tonight is going to be chicken to make up the rest of the protein that I need. So we're in a good spot. Week 2, feeling positive. I've had no changes to my check-in. Everything's going to be staying the same. Oh, I've had one change actually. I've got a little bit of cardio to do every week, so that's the only change. But now that I'm feeling better, I'm going to be getting some runs back in anyway, so that'll be ticking off my cardio. So nothing crazy for me to be changing at the moment. Rinse and repeat, keep ticking the boxes, and we go from there. So last week was quite a busy week, so most of my week it was just get in the gym, do what I needed to do, get my training done and get out, just with staff being off and things like that. But one of the things I wanted to focus on throughout the new year was doing a little more mobility work around my sessions and at home, just getting back into doing my stretching, my flexibility, that kind of stuff. Thursday morning, I've done my PT shift, I'm at the gym now. Literally, it is so cold. I can't feel my fingers, I can't feel my toes. but I'm getting some of my admin work done and catching up with all of my clients on my laptop. I have no food in, I've not prepped anything. I need to do a food shop, so our food delivery come in today, so I'm literally having, it's not going to focus, chocolate orange protein cheesecake, just so I can get some protein in and some breakfast because I don't have anything else. I didn't realise all my fruit has gone out of date, so I need to go buy more. So plan of action at some point today is to go to a food shop, so I've actually got stuff, but I need to train. I need to do more laptop work first. I also need to sit down and do some paperwork with Jamie, so it's probably going to be later today that I manage to get up and do a food shop. So just making do with some food prep, and I'll probably get some lunch too out of our food prep, just to save me stressing about food for today. So let's catch up and update you on how the week's going. It's actually more than midweek, but while I'm getting myself ready, it's Friday morning, 10:30 Friday morning, and as per usual it's been a little chaotic and things haven't gone to plan, which I think is going to be a standard reoccurring theme that you're going to see on a week by week basis. And I actually think it'll be good to share because it's a reminder to all of you that life isn't as straightforward as sometimes we want it to be. Things aren't always black and white, and whatever plan you set on a Sunday night doesn't always happen. And for me, most weeks that's the case. Just with the gym being busy, my online stuff being busy, obviously personal life, and then the wedding too, everything is up in the air. And poor Sophie, one of my coaches, is not having a good start to 2024. She's really ill again at the moment, so I've got her off work because she just needs to rest and get herself better. So it's meant needing to work more than what I was expecting to, and I haven't been as forward planned as I thought I was. So yesterday I ended up working. I started work, well, I was in the gym for 5:30, ready to start for 6 o'clock to get set up and everything, and then Sophie went ill yesterday, so I ended up being at the gym until 8:30 last night. So like, what's that, I don't know, 14.5 hour shift, and I had one meal with me prepped, and that was it, because I was expecting to just go in the morning, have my breakfast, train and go home. I didn't end up training because I had a really bad head and I was working loads, so I didn't want to make myself worse. So my plan of action now, and my lesson learned, is I'm pretty good at forward planning my week. Every Sunday I'm always planning what tasks I want to get done every day, how I want to be, you know, ticking things off, and I always make it work. Like, I'm not behind this week, I've still got my steps in, I've still stayed within calories, yet food choices haven't been where I would have liked them to be ideally, just because I've had to eat on the go, but they're not horrific and they're not bad either. So I'm not in a bad spot, but I'm learning from what's going on and I'm going to make some changes. So plan of action for next week is I'm going to do a little bit of meal prep on Sunday, I think, and just have some options ready cooked, because at least then, if things don't quite go to plan and I'm you know, needing to be in work more than I expected, I know I can always run home, grab whatever food prep is in the fridge that I've done, and we've got the microwave and everything in the gym, so I can always roll my food up or anything like that I need. So for me, I think life is organised chaos. Things never go exactly as I planned them to go at the start of the week, but I still always make it work. But I just think I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself if I have meal prep done, because at least then I haven't got to stress about food. I know it's all done in advance, whereas normally we're just planning our meals the day before, logging them on MyFitnessPal the night before and planning that way. I think I need a little bit more organisation than what I've got, so if things do change last minute, I'm prepped. Training wise, steps, all of that kind of stuff, I typically tend to go for walks and train early in the morning. And I gave this advice to one of my clients this week actually. She was struggling because she works on agency, and I just explained to her that the more she gets done earlier in the day, the easier it's going to be, because if she ever gets called into work then last minute unexpected, at least she's already trained in the morning and she's already got her steps in nice and early. So just making life that little bit easier for her. So that's what I do with my steps and my training. Get it done first thing and do all my laptop work in the afternoon, because I can always, you know, work a little bit later if I need to or anything like that. Yes, it's not ideal, but unfortunately that's just the way it's going to go sometimes when you're the boss and you've got to do these things. So I've managed to stay within calories every day this week. I've tracked everything. It hasn't been perfect by any means, but I've learnt my lesson from it, and I'm going to be better prepared for next week. I've also, what else have I done? I've done 2 training sessions so far. It's Friday. That's not ideal. I took my rest day Wednesday like I was supposed to, and then Thursday didn't quite go to plan. So I'm catching up today on yesterday's session, and then I think I'm just going to end up doing 4 training sessions this week, not 5, because if I train Sunday, it then means I would have trained Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, which is not optimal for rest and recovery. So yeah, I'm gonna do 4 training sessions this week. I've got some cardio to fit in, so I'm hopefully either gonna do that today or tomorrow morning. And now that my chest is feeling better, I think I'm gonna do just a nice light run just to get myself back into it, get back out again, especially now that the weather's dry. I know it's cold, but if I go in the daytime, it shouldn't be too bad. So my plan of action for the rest of the weekend now, today I'm actually going out for food to Burger Boys. If you've heard of it, you'll know all about it. It's absolutely stunning. But it is the most calorie dense burger you're ever going to consume. So I've already forward planned for that today from Monday. I banked some calories throughout the week. I've already logged my burgers, 1300 calories, and now I'm making do with my breakfast and lunch to be less calories than what I'd usually have, to allow me to have a little bit of a heavier meal tonight. So I know I'll weigh a little bit more tomorrow, but it'll balance out because I have forward planned for it. I've also got a massage later today, which is definitely needed because I haven't had one in 2 months. I normally have one every month, so I'm excited for that. Especially given that I've been working a little bit more this week and last week than I'd expected to. It would be nice to just relax before the weekend. I've ordered loads of wedding bits this week, so I've paid off my venue in full. That is like a massive sigh of relief. 4 months early, that's all done. My wedding shoes came obviously last week, which was amazing. I ordered a card box last week. No, yesterday. I ordered it this week, so I'm waiting for that to come. I finalised our wedding guest list, so I've got all our RSVPs back. We've got our final number today, guests, so now I can start working on like seating plans and things like that when I'm ready to. I've been to the registry office and picked up our paperwork for the wedding. I was meant to do that in December and totally forgot. So I've picked that up this week. I've given the girls a date for my home hen and made the group chat of everyone that's going on the home hen. So they're away planning all of that. And the girls have started finalising some details for my away hen too. So there's been loads going on this week. And last week in terms of wedding planning that I hadn't expected to really do. I'd only planned on going to the venue in January, which is next week. So we've got loads done, more things ticked off the list, some big bills paid, which is a massive sigh of relief, and then next week we're at the venue, so I'm excited for that. So yeah, we're on it. Life is organised chaos for me, and that's always the case, but if I can still make things work and work around everything, hopefully you see in how all my last minute upside down plans changing doesn't allow me to stop making progress, will give you that inspiration that okay, maybe you've got a plan and sometimes you can only hit 80% of it, but that's still better than doing nothing, and that's still going to lead to results. So yeah, happy Friday, busy day. I'm off. I'm going to make food now actually, because I need to prep some food for Jamie, because she's in the gym all day helping me cover some sessions because Sophie's off. So I'm going to make her some lunch because she didn't bring any, so I'm going to prep us both some food, take that into the gym, train, eat my lunch, and then swap over with Jamie so that I'm taking sessions and she's off, because she's then got some assessments and things that she's got going on too. So busy day, then for a massage and food tonight so I can chill this evening, Sam's off tomorrow. He is out and about away with, I don't even know who. He's going with all the boys to the football. So I've literally got the house to myself all day tomorrow. So I'm trying to finish all my cleaning and ironing and everything tonight too, so that I've got a chill day Saturday, and then I can get on with a load of DIY stuff for the wedding. I've got the house to myself. I can totally chill. My mother's going to come over. We're going to do a load of stuff. And I can just have a nice afternoon getting all in my bridal era and enjoying all of that. So busy week. Still ticking boxes, not making excuses, just having to make some last minute changes to stay on plan. Of my second week of my wedding prep, and it's been a little bit of a disaster, but that's okay, that's gonna happen. I managed 4 out of 5 training sessions. I was under my calories every day from like Wednesday onwards, Wednesday to Sunday, under calories, but not a healthy under, like way too far under. When I'm stressed I don't eat, and Sam was away on the weekend, so most of the weekend I ate way less than I should have, which of course is not a good thing. So I've done my check-in, I've uploaded my progress photos, I've done all of that. Not necessarily in a bad place by any means, but not fueling myself the way I need to keep up with the 100 mile an hour lifestyle that I've got at the moment, as well as dealing with the whole, you know, making progress in the gym, wanting to build muscle. I'm not going to build muscle if I'm not eating well. So yeah, definitely not the best week and the week that we'd hoped for, but I identified what was going wrong this week straight away, and we put some tactics in place to work on that. So I am not good with stress. If I'm stressed, I avoid food. I'm really bad for just like putting my head in work and avoiding food. And I've been quite stressed about things this past week, just stuff with sorting out business finances, and as you expand you have more bills. When you have staff, you know, they rely on you to pay, to keep a roof over their head, which is sometimes I forget that that's a lot of stress for a 25-year-old, you know. So I think it's okay to struggle. It's not a bad thing that, you know, not every week's perfect. It's not the smooth sailing that everybody makes it out to be. Like this week I had loads of stuff come in with the business all at once, and I just like to cause myself more stress than I need, because I like to worry about these things, because I like everything to be in order. So I identified that that's kind of what went on last week, and I avoided food as a result. So we put some stuff in place now, which is we went out on the weekend, me and Sam, when we did our food shop, like bought new prep containers, all that sort of stuff. And I'm now having a routine of today I'm prepping all of my food for tomorrow. Planning my week in advance doesn't work. My week never goes as planned. Everything's always up in the air. There's always last minute changes that can't be predicted, and that's the way it's going to be when I'm running a gym and I've got staff and people are sick and all this kind of stuff, and that's okay. That's not a bad thing, but I just need to be proactive in prepping for that. So if I can always be a day ahead, 1 or 2 days ahead with my meal prep, it means that if I end up needing to stay and work 3 hours longer than what I was supposed to, that's fine, because I've already got my food prepped, and if I've got it on me I can eat it. Or if I've got to wait until I get home, at least it's prepped and I can just warm it and eat it when I'm home, instead of thinking now I've got to go home and spend half hour cooking when I don't have half hour because I need to go on the laptop and I need to finish what I'm doing. So the plan of action is get everything done nice and early in the morning and make sure my food is prepped the day before. If I'm getting out and getting my training and my walks in the morning before my day starts, regardless of what's happening, I've ticked off most of my boxes before I even get into things, so I can just get straight into whatever I need to tackle for the day. I've got we're in this growth phase now in the business where I need to really knuckle down on business systems and sort of smoothing out the whole process of streamlining what I can, setting up automation so that when people inquire I can automatically send out information to them. When people sign up, they're automatically getting things sent to them. So I'm at the point where I need that to be done, but I also need to take 3 weeks off the gym to have 3 weeks to sit down on the laptop and just get through it all, which obviously is never going to happen. So I'm trying to do everything a little bit at a time. And as we launch new things, I need the automations done, but I also need everything launched before the automations are ready. So it's very full on with the admin and like the business management side of stuff that I think people don't see when you're a business owner. And I think it's definitely something I want to document and talk about more because there's very few people my age in this position. So it's been a stressful week. I 110% need to get an SD card with more memory because it cut me off again as I was finishing up my video. So yeah, it's been a stressful week. There's a lot we've learned from the week. We've implemented things to make the next week a better week, and all we can do is learn from those things and look to be a little bit better the following week, and that's what I'm going to do this week. It's not been disastrous. Could it have been better? Absolutely. We just implement those changes that's going to improve the week moving forward. And next weekend I'm at my wedding venue for my menu tasting, so I'm going to be vlogging all of that, which I can't wait for. So it's going to be a positive week, positive vibes, positive mental attitude. We're making 2024 our year.